Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. In this video I thought I would do another new mold test with me type of video. So this is the mold I've got. It's like a flower pot, pen pot, vase type situation. I think it looks really cool. It's got like rigid edges around the outside, so I'm really excited to try it out. And what I'm thinking I'm going to do is I'm going to put some dried pressed flowers in there, and it's going to be a bit of a process. So I guess other than that, let's just get started. Okay, so I'm going to be using craft resin for this project. Obviously, whichever resin that you use, make sure that you follow the instructions as they all work slightly differently. So when you open craft resin, it comes in two parts. It comes in a part A and a part B, and what you want to do is mix equal amounts. Not every resin works like this. Some resin actually goes by weight, but with craft resin, just remember that it goes by equal amounts. So I'm going to put the same amount part A to the same amount part B, and I'm going to go and give that a little mix up. If you do want to know how I like to mix my resin, there are separate videos on the Craft Resin YouTube channel, so be sure to check them out. Okay, so I've just mixed up my resin. I'm just leaving it here just for a couple of minutes to allow any air bubbles to rise to the top, and then what I do is I spritz it with a bit of alcohol spray, and it just gets rid of some of the bubbles, which is a nice little tip. But I've got my mould ready, and then I've picked out some flowers which I'm going to use. I thought I'd go really summery and coloury because we're getting into summer, the weather's warming up now, and I just thought it'd be really cool to do that. So I've got some of these like daisy type ones, and then I've got these like different colour ones, and then I've got some leaves. These you can buy in packs on Amazon. If you just type in dried pressed flowers, these kind of things will come up. And then I've also decided that I'm going to put on some gold leaf before I start. So yeah, I'm really excited to see what this is going to turn out like. So I'm going to start by putting some of the gold leaf just inside the mould. I'm not putting it in any kind of particular way. I just love how gold leaf looks. So you can just put it straight into your mould before pouring, and it will stick to the resin, which is like really cool. I'm just going to do some strips of gold leaf around the edges. You want to make sure as well when you're adding your gold leaf to really press it down. This just stops it like sticking out all over the place. So if you just really press it down, that really helps. Just take a little bit of time, just pressing it into the mould. Again, you can get gold leaf off Amazon. Okay, now my gold leaf is added, I'm going to pop some gloves on because safety first. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just got my resin here, and I'm going to get, it's a little bit fiddly, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to get each flower and I'm going to slightly dip it into the resin, not too much, and then very carefully place it into the mould where I want it. You have to be really careful because flowers are really delicate, and adding that resin beforehand, it just helps it stick to the side, otherwise they might just fall to the bottom. Flowers also do tend to float, so I mean you might want to do a mould like this in two halves, but I'm going to give it a go and see how it turns out just by doing it in one. It's kind of tricky because there's not much space between the mould. I actually don't think I'm going to use all these flowers because I don't want to overload it. Also, if you're struggling to get the flowers in with your hands, then what you can do is you can use tweezers. You just have to be really gentle so you don't like mark your flowers at all. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour my resin in. I'm going to pour it really slowly. This just helps avoid air bubbles, and I'm just going to see how we go. Okay, perfect. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it just a little spritz of alcohol just to get rid of any of those bubbles that are just deciding to pop up. Okay, perfect. And now I'm going to leave this alone for 24 hours, so I will see you tomorrow and we will demold together. Okay, so it is the next day now and I've got my piece ready to demold. Does anyone else get really nervous when they demold a new mold? Because I get so nervous. I don't know why. I guess it's because I just don't know how it's going to turn out. But I'm really excited by this one. There are some bubbles around the edges, but I feel like that's fine because I can just file them down. I really like the shape of this mold. It's looking really, really cool. Wow, it's such a cool shape. I don't know how well you can see it, so I'll do like a little close-up. But I really like how it's turned out. I like the gold, and I love that you can see the flowers, and I really like this mold. I think this would be good as even like a solid colour or like a marble effect. And if I get, and it would make the perfect little pen holder too. I think that's really cute. I'm really, really happy with this. So nice. I love the detailing on it so much. I'm really happy with how this has come out. And that's it. I really hope that you found this video useful. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any other videos, and other than that, I will see you in the next video.